You're driving and suddenly, the check engine light pops on. You get it checked, replace a sensor, and the light goes away. For a while. Then it's back. Again. You start to wonder, is my car cursed or is my mechanic clueless? Here's the truth, that P code you see, it's not a diagnosis, it's a clue. Swapping out the part the code mentions is just treating the symptom, not the cause. Modern cars are complex, with dozens of computers talking to each other. A problem in one area can trigger a code in another. For example, a vacuum leak can make your oxygen sensor throw a code, but replacing the sensor won't fix the leak. This is the parts cannon approach, throwing parts at the problem and hoping something sticks. Good mechanics know, the code is just the start of the investigation. You need to dig deeper, follow the evidence, and find the real culprit. Don't get trapped in the cycle of endless repairs. The check engine light is your car's way of saying, help me, not replace this part. Be smart, look for the root cause, not just the code. That's how you break the cycle and save your money. Here's a classic mistake, clearing the check engine light with a cheap scanner. The light disappears but the problem stays. It's like turning off a fire alarm while the fire still burns. Worse, you erase valuable freeze frame data, critical clues for diagnosis. That data shows what was happening when the fault occurred, engine speed, temperature, and more. Clear the code, and you're making your mechanic work blind. The check engine light isn't your enemy, it's your car's SOS. Ignoring it can turn a small issue into a big expensive repair. Instead, write down the code and freeze frame data. Don't clear the code, let the light stay on until the real problem is found. Recurring codes mean a deeper issue. Erasing them just guarantees the problem will come back, worse and costlier. Don't fall for the quick fix. Diagnose, don't just delete. Cheap code readers only tell you the code, they don't solve the mystery. Real diagnostics need a professional scan tool. These tools show live data from every sensor, letting you see what's happening in real time. You can spot weird readings like a stuck mass airflow sensor as the engine runs. Freeze frame data is another goldmine, showing exactly what was happening when the code set. If a misfire only happens cold, freeze frame tells you to check cold start components. The best tools even let you command parts to operate, testing solenoids, pumps, and more without guesswork. This is how pros pinpoint the real problem, not just swap parts. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight, get the right tool. Live data and bidirectional controls are game changers. They turn guesswork into science. That's how you fix the real issue, the first time. Invest in the right tools, or find a mechanic who has them. Here's a common trap. You get a sensor code, replace the sensor, and nothing changes. The real culprit? Wiring or connectors. Modern cars have miles of wiring, prone to heat, vibration, and corrosion. A tiny break or bad ground can cause endless headaches. Don't just look at wires, test them with a digital multimeter. Voltage drop tests reveal hidden resistance and bad grounds. Clean and tighten ground points. A rusty bolt can cause bizarre electrical issues. Before replacing any part, always check power, ground, and signal. Many unfixable problems are just bad connections. Skip the parts cannon, fix the wiring, and you'll fix the problem. Sometimes a wire brush is more powerful than a new sensor. Your car is a rolling network of computers. Sometimes the problem isn't hardware, it's software. Factory bugs can trigger false codes fixed only by a software update. These fixes come as technical service bulletins, or TSBs. Many shops miss this, swapping parts instead of updating software. Modules talk to each other. A fault in one can confuse another, leading to misdiagnosis. For example, a bad ABS sensor can make the engine computer think the transmission is failing. Environmental factors, heat, cold, humidity, can trigger intermittent faults too. Cracked circuit boards may only fail when hot. Live data and freeze frame help catch these elusive issues. A good mechanic checks for TSBs and looks at the whole network. Sometimes the fix is a software update, not a new part. Want to avoid endless check engine lights? Be a smarter car owner. Look for patterns. When does the light come on? Share this with your mechanic. Pros use diagnostic flowcharts, step-by-step guides to find the real cause. Don't guess. Test and verify before replacing anything. Preventive maintenance is key. Change oil on time, replace air filters, and always tighten your gas cap. Most codes point to a system, not a single part. Ask your mechanic for their diagnostic plan, not just a part swap. A good shop will explain their process. Be your car's advocate. Knowledge saves money. Stop focusing on the code. Focus on the system. With the right approach, you can end the check engine light nightmare. Stay curious, stay informed. Rev up your engines.